Hello everyone, and hello all over the world. Mabuhay from the Philippines. My name is Chef Noel Ramos, Corporate Chef of Philippine Airlines, the heart of the Filipino. Yep. Today, we're going to show you something special from our country, this very special dish. We call that chicken tinola. Maybe the first in the Philippines to show and to present this special dish in a classic way. With me today is Chef Willie Kilatan, the Executive Chef of Macro Asia, Philippine Airlines branch. And please join us for 30 minutes cooking excitement of the 3 Filipino special dish. First, we're going to have the chicken roulade tinola. We're going to prepare this in a modern way. We're going to prepare this and present in a classic way, acceptable anywhere in the world. Chef, what do we need? We have to debone the chicken.
We will be having or needing a chicken whole, of course.
Thank you very much. So everyone knows how to debone chicken. It could be like 3 to 5 minutes, or maybe more. If you are, it's your first time to debone the chicken, it can be up to 8 minutes. Now, make sure that you are going to save the carcass of the chicken, the bones, because this is going to be saved for the soup stock. And this is one of the ingredients of our first recipe, a good soup stock, all right? Now, the chicken, you can see all these have fat deposits. You have to cut it out, all right? Because it's giving foul smell on our items. Now, what we do now is to hold this like this. Now, what we do next, we have to season it with a mixture of ginger powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of salt. All right, so we have that. Now remember, when we touch raw items, you should be wearing gloves. All right, and we roll it like this, and we're going to give it to the chef to make it like this. All right, roll it with seasoning and the spices, and then secure it with ham net. And this is what we get. All right? Now, when you pull out the net, the chicken should be together with the net. See? This is how it is. Now, as you see, if you get the bigger chicken, then you get a bigger roll like this. If you get the small chicken, like 900 grams to 1 kilo, you're going to have like this. Now, what we're going to do, all these are ready for cooking. For cooking, of course, chef, I will going to use this pan. We're going to use the Lacor saucepan. this is a very good quality of pan. We have to be choosy when it comes of getting or using some equipment in the kitchen. All right, remember the secret of tinola is within the broth. All right. So what we do now is, Chef Willie here, we're going to saute the bones to make a good stock. All right. Putting in Malaysian palm oil, about 30 ml. Put garlic, onion, and ginger, and saute with the bones. All right. So while Chef Willie is doing the stock, I'll be doing the main. Put on lacquer saucepan, Malaysian palm oil in, about 45 ml. There you go. You have to put the garlic, about 30 grams, onion, about 30 grams, and of course, the ginger is going to make the flavor of this tinola. Now what we do now is to put in the bone chicken roulade. Roll it like this to make a brown color. And absorb the flavor of ginger, onion, and garlic. At least might be for 2 to 3 minutes. All right, when we do the soup stock, it must be boiled at least 1 hour and 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. And watch out for the heat or for the fire. The cooking time for this chicken tinola will be like 16 to 18 minutes, depending on the chicken and how big is your roll. But this one, in this case, is going to be 16 minutes. It's getting beautiful, see? Now, when we get the right color, we have to put in the stock, chicken stock. Chicken stock maybe about 1.5 liter. Remember, the chicken stock is already prepared for 1 hour and 20 minutes. All right. More than a liter of good soup stock. Now what we do, season with the salt. And cover for 16 minutes. Now, while cooking the chicken, Chef Willie, we're going to prepare the garnish for it. Malaysian golden palm oil in, about 20 to 30 ml. And the mixture of garlic, onion, and ginger. You see the consistency? We have the onion, garlic, and ginger on our chicken, and we have the onion and garlic with our garnish. And for the stock, we have also the onion and garlic. So we have the consistent taste from start to finish. After 16 minutes, this is what we got. You have to season it with a little bit of cracked peppercorn. All right, and while doing that, we have to blanch the green papaya, shredded green papaya. You see the green papaya? It's here like this. All right, put it on inside the stock. All right, just for at least 1 to 2 minutes. Take out the chicken. Beautiful. Cut. All right, and take out the neck with your scissors. You have to be careful in cutting the chicken, not to break it out. There you go. You have at least 100 to 120 grams, depending on your standard in your country. And you have to put it this here, the middle of Wilmac soup plate, and surround it with green papaya. Sorry. All right, and then the next step, we're going to pour the stock, the chicken broth on top. And finally, garnish it with chili leaves. Now, Chef really asked me a while ago, Chef, what if chili leaves is not available in your country? What you're going to do? Then we have alternative. You can use baby spinach leaves as your garnish, or you can use the carl onion leaves. All right? What if green papaya is not available in your country? We have very green papaya. Then you can use other fruits related or similar to this green papaya. But I believe that everywhere in the world there is papaya, and we have, in the Philippines, we had a lot of this. Now, again, Chef Willie is asking me a while ago, why are you using Malaysian palm oil in your professional kitchen? And I asked and said, because Malaysian palm oil is very healthy. It has a balance of unsaturated and saturated fat. It is vegetarian because it's coming from the tree. And it is halal, which is a must requirement for the Muslim brothers and Muslim customers. It means that Malaysian palm oil can use in any way or any style of cooking, especially frying, deep frying, sauteing, and marination. All right, so here we go. This is your chicken tinola roll. Hello once again, my fellow chefs all over the world. We're back for the second recipe. This recipe is very famous all over the Philippines. It's from Central Luzon, and we call that beef liempo caldereta. Beef liempo caldereta, it's very famous when it comes to festivity everywhere in the country. And now we're going to give it to you. What do we need, Chef? We need a kilo of beef brisket. Can be local, can be from other country, but what we use is the best one. We don't want to say anything but about this beef, but this one is the best one. All right. So what we have is a kilo of beef brisket with a very good marbling. You see that? And we're going to boil that with onions, garlic, and bay leaves. Right, chef? Can we do this? Right? The beef brisket will going to be cooked or boiled for 2.5 hours, depending on the thickness of the beef and depending on the quality of your beef. If it is local and it's very tough, about 3.5 hours will do. And while we are doing that, while we are cooking the beef, we are going to prepare the sauce. Put on the oven and put on the lacquer saucepan over the moderate heat. Malaysian palm oil in, and about 45 ml, combined with Malaysian red palm oil, about 15 to 20 ml. And then put all ingredients. Start with onion, garlic. The secret of kaldareta is garlic. Garlic and liver pate. All right? And then after that, we have to saute it a little bit. You see the color of the oil? Really good. It's because of Malaysian red palm oil. It really gives a good color to your dish. Then add carrots, tomato, and pepper. Also the potato. And pepper. Chopped pepper. Saute. All right, and then we have to add on the pickles, and be careful about the pickles because it spoils the taste. Just don't be generous in putting pickles, all right? Just maybe about 30 grams. And now it's time to put tomato sauce, about 300 ml. And a little bit of soup stock. Yeah, all right. You see the soup stock is from the boiled beef. All right, one of kaldareta's secret is liver pate. All right, this gives the succulent taste of the kaldareta. The carrots will give you the sweetness. Potato will give you the thickness. Garlic will give you the distinct flavor, and the liver will going to give you the succulent taste. You see the color? Beautiful. And now you put the bay leaves and sweet paprika. To give you more color of tomato, you have to put tomato paste in that. Remember, we use two kinds of Malaysian palm oil. one red and one golden palm oil. What is the difference between those two? Of course, except for the color of red palm oil is red. It's passed through the special process, and it's with the carotene which we can find in tomato and carrots. Good for our eyes. Very healthy. As I said before, it is good for vegetarian, and it is 100% halal that we can serve to our Muslim brothers and to our Muslim customers. All right, now the second is, because we want it to taste really 100% caldereta and we want the sauce thick, then we're going to blend it. We're going to blend it right here. To get the best taste of your sauce, you have to strain it. Okay, now we have the sauce ready. The beauty of this recipe is you can prepare actually the beef in advance, even 24 hours before, and then there you go. If you're ready for preparation, then you can get it right from your pot. On our recipe, it says 120 to 150 grams, but this is depend on your standard in your country. If you wish to have it 150 grams as your main course, then let it be, okay. And then here in the Philippines, we use it 120 grams for one person, right? The best thing that we're going to do here, which is different and first time that we're going to do this, we're going to drizzle it or coat it with caldereta sauce. Drizzle it with Malaysian red palm oil. I said before, not a joke, but the secret is red. Red Malaysian palm oil. Okay, after this, we're going to grill this one. What we do now is to put it on the plate using Wilmax rectangular plate. First, we have to put a little bit of sauce on the other side of the plate. Your grilled nice beef brisket. Okay. The next thing we do is to put the mashed potato on the other side of the steak so that this will be locked. Don't move. And put some squeeze like this. All right. Then we are going to garnish it at least 3 different kinds of leaves, and we call that baby leaves. And the last thing is we are going to put the sauce on top, the other part of the beef near mashed potato. In plating this way, you don't have to cover the whole meat, right? So that they can see that you have a very good grill mark of the beef. And the last thing is, you have to shred the cheese a little bit on top. Wow! And there you go. Your grilled beef brisket caldereta. Welcome back to our last recipe. This recipe actually is the original recipe of Chef Willie, who is now working as the executive chef of Macro Asia branch here in Philippine Airlines. And this is a very simple one, yet very delicious. This is very famous in the north part of the Philippines. We call it Bicol, who are people are fond of eating hot and spicy food. We have the king prawns, and I know that king prawns or prawns, tiger prawns, is available all over the world. That's why we choose this recipe, and we actually serve this on our VIP flight on board. VIP flight and business class on board Philippine Airlines. Now, Chef Willie, we're going to start presenting this one using red Malaysian palm oil combined with Malaysian golden palm oil. Right, Chef? Can we do? First, the chef is going to put about 45 ml of red golden palm oil and 15 ml of Malaysian red palm oil. Heat the oil and add garlic and onion. Saute a little bit till fragrant. Ginger and add the crab paste. You know why we are doing this? Because the crab paste should be sauteed with the onion, garlic, and ginger to get away with this fishy smell or fishy taste. And we have to be careful in choosing this crab pot because sometimes they're selling it in the market salty already. But this one, we are using the bland one. See the smell?
Yeah, good.
All right. And next, little stock and the evaporated milk. Most of the time, the chefs are using cocoa cream. Chefs from Thailand, chefs from the Philippines also. But this time, since evaporated milk is also with palm oil, so we use evaporated milk to replace. Oh, by the way, the prawns, we have to peel it out, take out the heads and the vein at the back. Reduce a little bit, all right? And the last one is together with the prawns. 4 pieces of prawns, but in this case, because the prawns is really big, for serving, we only give 3 pieces. Okay? Back to oven. Reduce a little bit for 6 to 8 minutes. Prawns cook very easy and very fast. It's about 6 to 8 minutes is good. Put in the prawns and reduce the sauce a little bit, maybe about 1 to 2 minutes. Wow. Whew. Now, the reason why we don't put a little bit of salt because we put fish sauce. But without this salt, the replacement will going to be the fish sauce. If you don't put fish sauce, then we can replace it with salt. If someone is we have an allergy with the fish sauce, then we put salt. See, the sauce is getting thicker now, chef. So we can prepare the plating. You can prepare it presenting and serve. Let's do it on the plate and then we serve it. This dish can be served with capellini pasta. Drizzle it with a little bit of Malaysian palm oil. With the taste, a little bit of black pepper. Together, 2 prawns. We have to put it together on top of the capellini pasta. This is one of my favorites, especially when you have extra chili on it. Here in a professional kitchen, knowledge is very crucial. We should know the ingredients that we use every day in our life in the kitchen so that we can think fast, we'll be innovative, and we work fast in the kitchen. With this one, if we know that Malaysian palm oil is cholesterol free, it is good for vegetarian because it's from the tree, and it is good for our Muslim brothers because it's halal, 100% halal. It is with a balance of saturated and unsaturated fat, and it stands with a high temperature up to 235 degrees centigrade. And we do it in deep frying. You can have the taste of crispiness, crunchiness of the items that you are frying. And the best one for this oil is that when we use that, it will not overwhelm the taste of the items you are tasting. If you cook for chicken, then you have the chicken taste. Some oil are not the same like that. All right? With this, we thank you for Malaysian Palm Oil Council for inviting us to join this conference and to join this demo. And I hope that everyone who watched this cooking demo for the last 30 minutes earned a lot of ideas about Filipino foods. Filipino foods have so many things that you have to do, but this one, we make it simple for everyone. All right? And I know this is acceptable all over the world. We thank you for Philippine Airlines. We thank you for Macro Asia, and we thank you for Wilmax and the Lacor who give us all these materials that we use today. And of course, we thank you for my best partner, Chef Willie Kilatan from the Philippines. Mabuhay, everyone!